So active addiction for me started at a young age. I will say I wasn't real sure what I was getting myself into. To me, it was just kind of going out, having fun. I had no idea what I was using at that point. I didn't know that it was going to be a drug that I would give everything for. I didn't know how strong of a drug it actually was when I first picked it up. And I first started using heroin when I was 16 years old. First time I went to treatment, I was 16. So I've been using heroin for 13 years. I've been to treatment 29 times. I've overdosed 6 times. And finally, after all that, I found recovery. I have 2 children, and one is almost 9 and the other one will be 1 in a month. And they have changed my view on this world in the most positive way. Something that I never thought I was deserving of was motherhood. Living such a dark life at such a young age, you didn't see the good in the world at that time. You only thought that there was bad in the world, and I thought that's what I was destined for, was just a world of ugliness. And it wasn't until I had my first child that I knew that there was better out there for me, that my child deserved better of me. For me, this time, everything was different. It was more of my mindset, what I was gonna focus on, and it wasn't, you know, it may sound harsh, but it wasn't my children, it wasn't my boyfriend, it wasn't my family, it was me. Because I knew that if I was gonna get this, I had to do this for myself. And so I added exercise into my recovery plan. And you hear about it, you hear, you know, it does a lot for your mind and, you know, your mood, but I didn't believe it until I felt it myself. So working out twice a week has changed my entire outlook, not just for that day, but, you know, it changes my stamina, it gives me more energy, my headspace, it just keeps me grounded and is an amazing, just another added bonus to where I'm at in my recovery because of working out. This time around, I went through treatment at McKinley Hall, and it's a completely different program. One, I think because it's gender-based, and I've never been through a program that treats for women only. Believe it or not, we do have different needs than men, and I think it's amazing to have a solid group of counselors and all the workers that, you know, have been in our position that can relate to us, and that's huge for, you know, addicts like me and that need those women who have been through similar situations that, you know, we can lean on. So to all the first responders out there who gave my children their mother back, you saved my life, you save many others' lives on a daily basis, and I know it's hard, and I know it gets tiring. But you're giving all of us a second chance. Some of us a third chance at life, and that's all we need, is just one more shot to get it right. Sorry.
My name is Kenneth Miller, and I've been in recovery for 2 years. Well, man, I've used ever since I was the age of 15, smoking pot. Then it fluctuated to cocaine and into pills and chasing women, and I got into the all wrong women and started doing dope, meth, and dope was where I hit my bottom. I OD'd like 4 or 5 times. Paramedics brought me back twice with a Narcan. First time they had to hit me twice, and the second time they had to hit me 6 times. The last time I OD'd, some kid videotaped it and sent it to my son, so not just everybody else got to see it, my son got to see it. So, you know, and I was his role model, then I turned into a disappointment to him. But now, since, you know, I've got clean and got a job and everything, it's getting a lot better. I try to get clean about 3 or 4 times on my own, but you just can't do it on your own, you know. It's just this last time, by the grace of God, is why I'm staying clean. And here at the farm, I've been a little over a year. A youth herdsman, which means I deliver the baby calves and take care of the mama calves after birth until they get to the fresh pen. I'm the one that's in charge of this area here, where I deliver the calves. It's just work. I love this work. I love animals and I like dealing with them. Because when I started here, my boss and them, they don't know nothing about recovery. They learned everything through recovery through me. Us addicts, we get the benefit to knowing two different lives. One life as an addict and one life as a normal person. I want to thank the first responders that saved my life many times that they have, and all the other addicts out there, and half my friends. I know the job's not easy, it's a difficult job, but we truly do appreciate you. I just want to say thank you.
My name is Alexandria and I'm a recovering addict. I was just going to do a little bit so that I could get to work. And next thing you know, I wake up and the first responders are over me and I've been Narcaned. And it was the same first responders that had come in the previous time, and they were really, that was when they took my son, and that's when, I was like, okay, this is getting out of control. I can't handle this anymore. I keep trying to make these decisions and I keep ending up dead on the floor. What's going on here? My grandma had finally kicked me out because the guys that were coming in that were reviving me kept telling her, you got to kick her out. She's never going to learn if you don't kick her out. You have to kick her out. So finally she got the courage to kick me out. Recovery to me is getting closer to God. Getting closer to God each and every day and asking God, what can I do for you to help others? What can I do for you to carry this message and give away what was so freely given to me? Like, how can I just give back? Because I think for so long I took so much for the world that this is an opportunity for me to give back. And that's why I'm really grateful for this opportunity to thank the people that saved my life, because it means so much to me, and to be able to show them that, we do recover. It's a life-changing experience. Thank you so much for never giving up on me. Thank you so much for pressuring my grandma to continuously kick me out, even though she was fighting and we were all fighting and we were all confused. Thank you so much for being kind. Without them reviving me over and over and over, because I just couldn't get it, I just couldn't see the potential in life, I would not be sitting here today. And I am just so grateful because, I get to see my son today. I get to be a mom today. I get to help these other women. And I get to be a part of life today. And it's because of them.